Welcome back to a brand new episode of Pressure on Purpose. I'm your host, Alex Dollar.
And I'm Gabrielle Rocker.
Today's episode is going to be pretty cool. It's going to be a little interesting. I think it's something that people have kind of subtly been talking about, but I think that...
Subtly? No.
Subtly? Okay, not subtly. Well, people tiptoe around it, but today hopefully we get in the nitty gritty a little bit more. But today's episode is going to be about the uncomfortable truth about gender, power, and who really runs the show.
Gender roles.
Gender roles. Don't you love that topic?
I love the topic of gender roles because I love the topic of gender roles because I love seeing a man be a man, and I enjoy being a woman. So
yes.
I do like
you
the
fully
topic.
embraced your femininity.
I definitely have.
Or what age do you feel like that happens? Like, or happened for you when you're just like, because I remember when I met you in high school, you came in the classroom with like 6-inch heels, a purse, and a blazer. And I was cracking up because I'm like,
been that girl.
What is this lady doing?
Teachers wanted to know where I got my shoes from.
6-inch heels, walking down the hallway all day is crazy.
In high school. I think, so with that being said, I've always embraced my femininity, I think, appearance-wise. However, I will say I have struggled with it a bit when it comes to the internal part of it. Because I do manage people. I do delegate for a living. I am a woman that is in a leadership position, a position of leadership, and so you do have to be a little tougher, more assertive to be taken seriously. And even still, it takes a little longer. Sometimes I still have to get men to do certain things for me at work as it pertains to managing people and just getting certain things done.
Yeah, cracking the whip.
Yes. So I would say that I've always embraced it on the outside, but internally, actually, it's been more so in recent day where I have really said, let me be more feminine, especially because I'm single and independent. So I want to be more soft and not so hard.
Yeah.
Even though right now I'm fulfilling both gender roles because I'm single. So I do the trash and I do
the filling up the gas tank and
the cooking and the cleaning.
Taking yourself out on dates.
Yes, there's no split. There's no split with it. What about you?
When I feel like I came into full femininity, let's see. I would probably say the last like 5 years for me, I've really gotten to like know myself and really embraced all of the dainty, like girly stuff that I used to hate. Because I grew up playing basketball. I was into sports. I was into like, I don't know, I've just been like a tomboy my whole life. But recently I've just been really enjoying like my hair done, my lashes, you know.
Lip gloss.
Lip gloss.
Not chapstick, right?
Different colors. And you know what I'm saying? Just different types of things. And I think that also comes with age and maturing too. You know what I'm saying? Like, because let's face it, like, I know there's some guys and men that are attracted to the more like, you know, tomboy, laid back personalities, but you know, people are still human and they have eyes. So you want to put effort.
Yeah, you want to be feminine.
You want to be feminine and soft, and I don't want to come off like, you know,
you're one of the homegirls.
No,
you're not one of the homegirls.
I'm not a homegirl. You're still a woman. Yeah, right? Like, and I think it's okay to naturally embrace that and not rush that either.
So
you are.
To set the record straight, do you believe in gender roles? Or do you believe everything is 50-50? Men and women are equal. A man can do everything a woman can do. A woman can do everything a man can do. There's no such thing as gender roles.
I believe in gender roles.
Okay.
I believe that there are certain things that a man does or can do that is far better than what we could do.
Okay.
That exceeds just physical things, and vice versa. Like, I think one of the biggest things that I've been hearing recently is about, like, let's say like a high value man. If a high value man works and pays all the bills and takes care of everything pretty much, is it wrong for him to kind of like not be involved. Let's say if I, was married or something like that with the children.
Okay.
When he comes home at the end of the day. So like no bathing, no cooking, no cleaning. It's like he goes out and makes the money, and the female stays at home and takes care of the house and the children and stuff like that.
Okay.
I've been hearing that. We've been talking about it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And for me, in that type of scenario, I understand that. I really do. Okay. Because I feel like even though help is always great, it's a lot to provide. And I think as women, sometimes we downplay that. Like, we just have our hand out all the time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. So that's why it was really important for me to grow up and see my mom working, also bringing something to the table, showing us how to have a career outside of my father, how to bring something to the table, because I've also seen other things in other people's houses where they're just stay-at-home moms.
Okay.
And for me, it's kind of hard I feel like, people to a certain extent to have a say-so when it comes to finances if you're not contributing in any way outside of cooking and cleaning.
So, but at first you said that you do understand a man doing the work. He's working, and then the woman kind of taking over the household.
Yeah. Right?
So when she does that, though, you feel like in that it's a fair trade.
I think understanding the balance of it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Like, I think it's nothing wrong for men to help at times, but to have a man come home who's the sole provider and literally whine and scream about how you need to be changing diapers, how you need to be feeding the kids, helping me do this, helping me do that, and you're at home all day, I don't believe in that.
Because on the flip side, he's not screaming that you need to be helping with the bills.
I feel like as women, sometimes we're so demanding.
Yes, we are.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's the main ones that have nothing to bring to the table. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. Well, I think it's war. I think it's a lot of times women believe in traditional roles when it benefits us. So like I just said, I'm traditional in the sense where I want him to take care of everything and pay for all the bills, but I don't want to be the one who is the primary caretaker of the kids. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I want him to help. I want him to change diapers just as much as I do. I'm fine. I want him to pay all the bills. But I want to have just as much, say so. But when it's time to change a tire, no, I wouldn't change a tire. He needs to go and do that. So it's like we only like it when it benefits us. Yeah. For me personally, I have a traditional mindset. So I am very real with myself and just open to the fact that I believe women do more with the children than men do. Okay. And I'm not saying that they should. I'm saying what it is. Yeah. What just happens. Naturally, a child is going to cling more to their mom. I think so. I think it starts off that way. I mean, a man literally gets his pleasure and you carry it for 9 months. It already starts off unfair. Yeah. So I think that there are gender roles and that there's nothing wrong with them. I think both genders, we need that. Men are great and being logical, where women, we're more emotional, and that leads more into our duties and their duties. Me being more nurturing and being with the children, I think that's perfect because I'm soft and I'm sweet. Yeah. Let him go out there and make the money.
Yeah, but I think sometimes even with this conversation of gender roles, we get so specific and like, you're supposed to do this and you're supposed to do that and you're supposed to do this. Yeah. And for me, ideally, when I do get married, I just want a partner that's kind and open to helping me in whatever capacity, whenever. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Because I expect to come in with the same balance, right? Okay. Like, because I don't want him to feel the pressure of I'm providing, so, you got to do everything. Like, everything else is taken care of you. Like, I've taken the whole providing thing. So like all those rules, I don't really like them. I like more
Okay.
so of a balance and us understanding, okay, as we come together in a partnership, this is what works for us.
Right.
So I don't really want to marry a traditional man.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? That comes into a marriage with the mindset of, you supposed to cook for me, you supposed to clean for me, you supposed to do all this stuff. It's
Right.
more so like what works for us, right? Because I'm still a working woman as well.
Right. But so what do you mean when you say you believe in gender roles then?
I say I believe in gender roles because I believe that, there's certain things that a man does better than a woman, period.
Okay.
But when it comes down to the details of it, I believe in balance.
Yeah, you can make up your own rules per se for your house.
I don't believe that people can come on podcasts or write, articles and stuff like that and say, when it comes to gender roles, this is what, just the traditional aspect. I don't believe in traditional gender roles. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like I believe in gender roles that works for your relationship.
Right. Yes. Yes.
You know?
Yes. Yes. And I will say that. I'll say that too, even though, yes, I think I lean more towards a traditional way. Of course, I believe you can make up your own rules. Like, for example, I'm never going to have it where I'm out working and he's at home. I don't do house husbands.
You don't do stay-at-home dads?
No.
Why not?
I don't like the way that looks. I don't like the way that makes me feel.
What does it make you feel like?
Like I'm daddy. It makes me feel like I need to be bending him over.
Oh, shoot.
It makes me feel like I am the leader of my household. I'm the priest of my household.
You calling the shots.
Absolutely. Especially because I have lived life as a single woman doing it all by myself, having to go to work and do everything.
Okay, but what about the women that are the CFOs or the CEOs at their companies and they legit don't have the time or the capacity to play the lead caretaker at their house, and you may have a husband that is retired or whatever, he's a stay-at-home dad. What if the actual factual scenario is something like that?
It's set up that way.
Yeah, like it is what it is.
Like he no longer works and I'm choosing to continue to work.
Yeah, like you don't believe like what I said earlier, like it's whatever works for you.
Yeah, I do. And that's why I started out saying specifically I don't do house husbands. Okay. I'm not saying that, the people
you think
can't.
That's wrong.
Yeah, I'm not saying I think it's wrong. Okay. I think you can totally, be out working and give him his allowance to go shopping if that's what you choose to do. Yeah,
shade.
It's not shade. It's whatever works for you. If you want him bouncing a baby and opening the door when you get home from work, and get and setting your plate down so you can eat, if that's what makes you feel great as a woman, you can do that.
Well, some women are naturally masculine,
dominant,
and that don't make them feel any type of way.
And I think the key word though, that is masculine.
Yeah.
Let's not act like, it's not a gender role or whatever. No, you are looked at as masculine if you move that way.
That's true.
As a woman. Do you think that there are certain careers that men are better at than women? Like, do you feel like, especially, let's talk about it in church. There's a lot of people that don't believe women should be pastors. There's a lot of people that they don't think women should lead ministries.
Okay, so here's my take from a corporate professional standpoint. This is the overarching thought process for me, and this is very short form, right?
Okay.
But based on my experience in the workforce, I heavily lean on men when it comes to enforcing, right?
Yes.
People, unfortunately, respect and move faster when a man is calling the shots. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that all the time, but if you do have women that are able to make that happen, it's because there's a little sense of intimidation that comes with their personality. Mm-hmm. Naturally, not no forced energy. Like, how people try to force that big boss talk.
Yes.
Like you got it or you don't.
Yes.
But for me, there's been a lot of times where I've had to nudge my male colleagues and say, hey, I said this, I enforced this, I reiterated this. I need you to double down on
Step
this for
in.
me. Unfortunately.
And then it gets
and
done.
I am a assertive woman.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's unfortunately the type of world that we live in, to where I have to still nudge my male counterparts and say da da da. Now, however, as far as productivity, getting things done the right way, the detailed way, clear expectations, everything met, I've had way far better experiences working with women
I agree.
in a leadership role.
I agree.
Or lower. But the thing about women in leadership roles that I will say also, sometimes we don't know how to carry the power, and because we're not used to it. And we'll take advantage of being in a certain position.
I think we overcompensate because we're not used to being in authority.
So we got to just overdo.
They do too much. I don't. If I could have it my way, I like working for men better than I do a woman.
Do you?
Yes. When it comes to my direct report, I have had better success with a man than I have a woman.
As your boss.
I have dealt. Yes.
Say.
And that's because I had the jealous, mad.
The jealous, mad black woman?
Yes,
you can say it.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Specifically. Yeah. I had that. And so that was not a great introduction into having a female as a boss.
Give me a couple like personality adjectives when you describe that.
Mad, jealous, controlling, nosy. You are so nurturing. Micromanaging, right. I appreciate that you are nurturing, but you're so nurturing that now you're treating all of us like we're your children. Yeah. And we're not.
So you never experienced that when it came to men who oversee?
No. I've had the best bosses that I've had are black males. They're just easy. They're understanding.
I have to agree.
They let you do what you do. Now the landing isn't as soft. You're not going to be as coddled and it's okay and this is how you do this, this is how you do that. I feel like that comes, like you said, the details more. Those are more.
Yeah, and that doesn't really matter to me in a workplace setting. It's like tell me what it is. I don't need it. I don't need it with a bow on it. Yeah.
Men are all right. Hope you feel better. Straight to the point. So I like that. Now that's work. How do you feel about it as far as it pertains to ministry?
Ministry and like faith-based scenarios.
Do you feel like women can lead or women are allowed in the pulpit? All of that.
Yes, I feel like women are anointed to lead. Women are taking over the space. They have something to say.
Yes.
They're anointed. They're effective. They bring people out of their homes to want to experience God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In a way that they've never experienced it before. But I also look at it from working on the church side of things from a business standpoint, and then also the ministry side.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've also experienced female overseers on the business side of ministry, and then female overseers on the ministry side of things. Okay. And I've had two different experiences. You see what I'm saying? Because I just think it's something about, and now that we're talking it through, it probably is just the fact that we do have to overcompensate. And I feel like when I was in the position of leadership, you know, at my church, that's something that I was really mindful of. Because I was young. I was like 26.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And all of my employees were over 35, 30 years old. Some of them were about 60.
Absolutely.
62. So that was something that I wanted to make sure that I led with love and patience and not from a place of frustration or I'm better and I can't relate to what you're going through, or you know what I'm saying?
Yes. I will say this, with now that you bring up leading, my femininity actually works for me. I am one of those girls that I work in a huge facility. There's a lot to be done. There's a lot of requests to be made.
Yeah.
Requests to be fulfilled. And I'm the one that puts in those requests.
Okay.
And my femininity, my feminine energy, I get way more done because I am feminine and kind of know how to work it, opposed to some of the other ladies that overcompensate and try to come off as I'm the boss and what did I say and I need this. When can you get that done for me? I know how to do it.
Yeah.
I know how to do it. And so it works for me. But there are times, of course, where I still have to get a man to step in and say, hey, I need this done. Just because if I don't feel like, not kissing up or stroking egos, but there's something to that as well, you know.
And I think it's good that at least you know how to turn that switch on and off.
Yes.
Because I do want to say for the women that are in leadership roles and that are just stepped into that, it's okay for you to put your foot down and not feel guilty as a woman by doing that.
Yeah.
Because it sends a message without you really even knowing it, that you can't be played with. And you don't want people to think that you are a run over. Correct. Or, you can be ran over or pushed over because you're a female.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think men sometimes make us feel like the mad black woman, even if we're not given that energy, because we are very stern. Mm-hmm. But I think it's important to have, a switch to where if you need to, lay the law down, you can in a respectful way.
Right.
It's okay for people to know that you can't be played with, because there's a certain level of respect that comes with that. Absolutely. That I think is so important.
Absolutely.
And we can't feel that guilt of, oh, well, I should always be operating in my femininity. Yes, you should.
Right.
But you also need to send a message to people in the workplace that I'm here to get stuff done.
But but with that, are you saying that operating in your femininity gives off weak?
I think that some people just need to understand the balance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because I'm not a cheerleader for like the mad, black, aggressive type of energy, combative energy. You know what I'm saying?
And it's not like men move any faster when you act like that.
It actually makes them more resistant.
You. That's my point.
Yeah.
Your femininity is your power.
And I think that for anybody, not even just men. It's like how you, the tone and how you talk to people.
Yes.
And this is something that I feel like I really struggled with when I was going through my leadership training and stuff.
Okay.
Like I struggle with it because I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm very black and white. I hear people in my head like, oh, you should go with the astrology stuff, but it's just a trait. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We're very black and white, straight to the point. And even though I don't mean any harm by that, I had to work on how things come out of my mouth.
Yes.
In general, even though my intention was correct, my heart was in the right place, it could come out,
Definitely.
Really assertive.
I am very assertive and direct as well. And that's something that I have to work on.
Yeah.
Even still.
Yeah.
But I have realized,
I'm sure working in events too, like you working with different personalities.
I'm under pressure. I'm under pressure.
Every day.
Yeah. I'm under pressure. So everything's a timeline when you're talking events and conferences and meetings and all of this stuff. Yeah. But I have come to realize like being feminine is not a weakness. Like it's a strength. You know what I'm saying? And so I like the fact that I can be me and don't feel like I have to act like a male per se or be this, like you said, mad black woman in order to get stuff done. Because in reality, when I sit back and replay the tape, it doesn't make anybody move any faster.
Yeah.
So I like that about it. Do you think that with gender roles and figuring out who does what, do you feel like that can be figured out after marriage, or do you think prior to marriage that should be a discussion? How do you plan to navigate and figure that out about who does what?
I think it just happens. Like, for instance, when I was growing up, I felt like when I was probably like, I don't know the age specifically, but my dad's ministry started taking off. I remember that like peak when it was like New Birth, Eddie Long, World Changers. Like it was just a lot of people and a lot of just, a lot of stuff going on. Mm-hmm. At the same time, my mom had just launched her record label up under the church. Mm-hmm. And she signed Canton Jones, which is this like big hip hop Christian artist at the time. Mm-hmm. And he took off. So I'm looking at both of my parents working and moving and navigating all of this pressure at the same time.
Okay.
So I was able to kind of see in real time, you know, how it goes. And I think they tried their best to balance, but eventually I saw how my mom had to kind of pull back and let go of the music industry and kind of phase out of that to take care of things at the house and to help my dad move things forward on the ministry side.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that was discussed prior to marriage?
No.
So that she would be more of household and he's more working outside the house? Because I'm trying to figure out, when do you establish who does what? Do you believe in living together prior to marriage and figuring that out? Or do you believe, you know, you can wait until after?
I think it depends on the scenario. I think in their scenario, I don't think that they expected.
In your scenario.
Right.
In your scenario.
What do you mean?
How are you going to figure out who does what?
Oh, in my scenario.
In your scenario.
Putting their story to the side. In my scenario, I think I'm going to take the same approach. Like,
how do you figure it out? Are you living together prior to?
Oh, are we living together prior to?
Yeah, like, how are you figuring out who does what?
You want to know that?
How do you know?
I am living together prior to
marriage.
Yep.
To figure
Is this
out,
mic on?
To figure out gender
I
role.
believe in cohabitating before marriage. Do I need to put this on a poster?
No.
This is gonna put the internet in a
it's
chokehold.
just.
Yes, I do. Is this what you're getting to?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to, because when we've had this conversation before, you've always said that, oh yeah, I got to live together before.
I've always said that.
To establish
Oh,
what's
yes.
what. And so that's what I'm trying to.
Now, growing up in church, I would
say
say no, right?
Okay.
But after, you know, growing up as an adult, dating different men, one of the men that I thought I was going to marry,
okay,
I did move in with, and that was the greatest thing that I could have done.
And you will continue to do so.
And I will continue that, because it tells me, can he pass the test?
Oh my God.
Or can he not? I'm not going into a marriage blinded, not knowing how dirty you are. Do you clean up after yourself? Do you take a shower every day?
Okay.
Do you care about your hygiene?
It's true.
I need to know all the secrets from morning to night.
That is so
and then
funny.
I'll be able to move forward.
Okay, yeah. So as far as me, you know, again, I take the traditional mindset or approach. I don't know what I'm going to do that's not traditional, other than the fact that I want to work still.
No, I want to know. Don't skip over that question.
I'm
believe
going to work still?
Do you believe in cohabitating?
For the most part, I am going to work, because I got to take care of my kids. You said what now?
Do you believe in cohabitating before marriage?
No.
Really?
I don't believe in shacking up. Girl, you know I'm not shacking up. No.
Okay, scenario. What if it's, because in my
scenario, the Bible.
Amen. But I'm saying
AMEN.
Wow,
and A space MAN.
Yes. Why do you always say that?
Because, baby, we believe in God over here.
I do too.
For a man.
Okay.
Okay.
Back to the subject.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, even if you have like a fiance, you're literally going to wait until the ring is on your finger to say we can cohabitate.
A ring on my finger just means that we're engaged. I am waiting until
we walk down the aisle,
until we are married.
You don't think that's?
I can see how he lives when I go to his place.
What if
unannounced?
What if you marry him and he's a slob? He's dirty.
I'm going to see that prior to marriage. I'm going to see that prior to marriage. How? Because I'm going to go to his house. I'm going to see how he keeps his house. I see how you keep your house. Is there slob all over these pillows? Do these blankets smell like butt? What the hell is going on?
Wait, what if he's just like preparing for you every time? So you're going to go to his house every day.
Does he keep his nails cut? You know how I feel about hands. Are them lips chapped?
So you're finna be lurked out.
You keep your hair cut.
So you're going over every day to investigate?
I'm not going over every day, but
so how often are you going over? Because you know people do. They're slobs, and then you come over and it's
clean.
You think it's pristine. A housekeeper?
No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen for me. I'm going to trust me. I'm around him enough. We're dating. I'm around him enough. I'm not crazy. Are you clean or are you not? Mind you, I am taking more of the traditional mindset.
That is a risk to me.
Him leaving his drawers on the floor is not a deal breaker for me. More so, do you brush your teeth and all that stuff? Because the cleaning, we can get.
Do you take a shower every day?
Yes.
You feel like you would? I'm asking you. Do you feel like?
I have to say yes for the sake of this podcast.
I'm not talking about you.
Oh,
I know you do.
Okay.
I'm saying, how do you know if they're finessing you or not? What if you get married and you're just like, I have been lied to,
I'm cheated on and beat it on.
lied on?
I'm gonna be
mistreated?
pissed. I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, and trust me, I know the Bible. I love the Bible. I want to live by the Bible, but I'm just being real.
You gonna be shaking? And that's totally fine.
About what I have decided to do.
I got you. We're gonna have to do part 2 of this episode
Because this is
for
crazy.
sure. Because we still haven't even gotten into the hygiene and the double standards and all of the things that literally are branches off of gender roles and all that type of stuff. So we'll definitely
run it back.
reconvene. And I can't wait to meet who you're gonna be shacking up with. Interesting.
Why are you saying that?
And
Oh
we'll just
my
have
God.
to find out for mine, huh? We just got to trust God.
You won't be shacking
But
up.
I will be doing a lot of investigating, and he knows that. Are there gender roles? Absolutely. Are you able to choose which gender roles you want for your gender, I guess? Absolutely. Will there be a part 2? Absolutely.
Oh, it has to be. Absolutely. You're
Thank
damn
you for
right.
watching. If you made it this far, you have completed the Pressure on Purpose Season 1. We love you. We appreciate you. We hope that you will drop a like, a message. Let us know what you think. Do you have gender roles?
Dang, don't we got the finale?
Oh, I thought this was a finale.
You thought this was the finale episode?
I even said on the last episode, I said you're tuning into the finale.
No. We have one more episode.
Scratch that whole thing. Are there gender roles? Are there gender roles? Absolutely. Are you able to make up your roles? And hell, people make up genders at this point. Absolutely. We'll be back for part 2. Thank you for watching. Gabrielle Rocker, Pressure
Alex
on
Dollar.
Purpose.
We out. Pressure on Purpose, baby.